Hey there, and welcome to today's Explainer. We are pulling back the curtain on a massive, kind of hidden liability that might literally be costing your senior care business its hard-earned inquiries right at this very second. We're talking about your Google Business Profile. Listen, if you've been relying on your stellar reputation to do all the heavy lifting, you're really going to want to pay close attention. Because what worked perfectly just a year ago might actually be causing you to lose customers while you're busy, actually taking care of your current clients. Let's just jump right in.
You know that feeling when you have one of those incredibly frustrating months where you just can't explain where the calls went? The phone just suddenly feels eerily quiet. It's an awful feeling, especially when you know exactly how hard you and your staff are working to provide top-tier care. You're looking around wondering, okay, what went wrong? Trying to solve this mystery that doesn't seem to have a single logical clue.
So let's start with section 1, the mystery of missing calls. The symptoms are super confusing, right? You haven't had a single negative review pop up, your marketing budget and your strategy totally unchanged, your incredible care team is exactly the same, providing the exact same high-quality service they always have. Basically, your care hasn't slipped, your reputation hasn't slipped, and yet your visibility has inexplicably dropped off a cliff. If this sounds painfully familiar, I want to validate that frustration for you right now. You are not crazy. Something absolutely did change, but it wasn't you.
Which brings us to the actual culprit in section 2. The 2026 algorithm shift. To understand why your phone suddenly went quiet, we kind of have to look at the old way of ranking. For a really long time, local search was wonderfully predictable. If you had the longest history in your market, the most total reviews, and the strongest overall star rating, boom, you won. You were right at the top of the list. And honestly, those things absolutely still matter. But relying solely on your history and your reputation in 2026, it's just no longer enough to win local search. The rules of the game have completely changed.
Google's new 2026 algorithm introduces this absolutely crucial new metric, and it's called activity weighting. This is exactly what the system is looking for today. It's constantly asking things like, how recently did you post an update? How recently did you upload a new photo of your facility or your team? Are you consistently responding to your reviews? Businesses that are showing this kind of consistent, recent digital movement are now getting pushed straight to the top, leaping right over businesses that are super well established but digitally quiet.
Just look at what this means in the real world. This contrast is wild. On the left, we've got a senior care community that's been open for 15 years. They have a fantastic 4.7-star rating, 60 glowing reviews, but they haven't posted anything to their profile in 47 days. Now, look on the right. We have a competitor that opened just 2 years ago. They are basically brand new to the area, but they post twice a week. Under the new 2026 rules, that newer competitor can and will outrank the 15-year veteran. It feels so unfair, doesn't it? They are stealing your visibility purely by pressing publish.
So, the real kicker is this. Established businesses in the senior care space earn their reputations the right way, through years and years of serving families incredibly well. But because they got so busy doing the actual, real-world work, their digital profiles went completely quiet. They literally stopped showing up on the exact platform where families now make their first contact. Well, Google noticed that silence, and the algorithm adjusted, handing that prime real estate over to someone who is just moving a bit faster online.
But wait, there's another piece to this puzzle. Let's look at section 3, the ticking clock, July 31st.
The algorithm shift isn't your only worry right now. I really want you to burn this date into your mind. July 31st, 2026. This is not some vague, sometime in the future update. This is a hard, fast deadline where Google is making a permanent structural change to business profiles everywhere. On July 31st, Google is permanently pulling the plug on Google Business Profile Chat. Yep, closing it down. This is that built-in messaging feature that families have been using to reach out to care businesses directly through their search results. If any of your inquiries, literally even just 1 or 2 a month, are coming through that channel, that door is slamming shut in less than 4 weeks. When a family's in crisis and looking for immediate answers, you absolutely cannot afford to have a broken line of communication.
Okay, take a breath. I know that sounds like a lot of bad news, but here is section 4, your 3-step action plan.
We have a simple 3-step framework to fix all of this. It's designed to do 2 things at once: appease the new activity weighting algorithm so you get your rankings back, and seamlessly handle that July 31st chat closure so you don't drop a single lead. We're going to audit your profile today, build a chat response, and appoint a profile leader. Let's break these down real quick.
Step 1 needs to happen today. You've got to audit your profile. Log in and check the exact date of your most recent post. Check the date of your last photo upload. Scroll through and look really carefully for any unanswered reviews.
And here is your ultimate warning sign. If your profile has been completely quiet for more than 30 days, you are actively bleeding visibility. You are losing ground every single day you stay silent. You've got to start moving immediately.
Step 2 addresses that ticking clock. You must build a response to the chat closure before July 31st. Figure out exactly where you want families to go when they need to talk to you right away. You need a new, prominent contact destination. This might mean clearly directing them to your website, plugging in a third-party text-to-chat system, or simply making sure you have a highly visible phone number listed, and, even more importantly, a solid staff coverage plan. Because a ringing phone that goes to voicemail doesn't help anyone.
Finally, step 3. You need to appoint someone on your team to be the profile leader, and you're going to give them a highly specific, super low-effort weekly routine. This is exactly what the 2026 algorithm loves to reward. Publish 1 new post per week, upload 2 to 4 new photos per month, and respond to every single review, good or bad, within 72 hours. That is the whole shebang. It takes about 20 minutes a week. Done consistently, this tiny routine is the absolute key to outranking your competitors.
We can't forget why we're actually doing all of this. Families in your local market are searching for care right now. They're stressed, they're completely overwhelmed, and they need help. They are going to find and contact whoever shows up at the very top of their screen, whoever looks active, present, and ready to engage. You are out there doing the hard work of providing the actual care. Please don't let a silent digital profile give your customers away to a competitor who just happens to post photos on Tuesdays.
I want to leave you with this final thought to really chew on today. Look at how you've been managing your digital presence up to this point. Be honest and ask yourself, is your Google profile a living, breathing system that actively invites families in? Or is it just a dusty directory listing you set up 5 years ago? The businesses that treat it as a living system are the ones showing up and winning the calls. Take those 3 steps. Update your profile this week and go take your rightful spot back at the top. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Now go get those 20 minutes on your calendar.